The air was thick with tension as our Litten crouched low, hidden behind the living room curtains. Emerald eyes gleamed in the dim light, fixed upon the center of the room where the final pieces of the puzzle were about to fall into place. For weeks, Litten had been tracking the mysterious occurrences in the household. The missing trinkets, the eerie noises, and the lingering sense of unease had all led to this moment. With a twitch of its whiskers, Litten sensed that the truth was within reach. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows. To Litten's astonishment, it was none other than Fluffy, the seemingly innocent Persian from next door. Fluffy's usual pristine white coat was disheveled, and in her mouth dangled a familiar golden locket, the very one that had vanished from the mantelpiece last Tuesday. As Fluffy placed the locket on the coffee table, a second figure appeared. It was the cat's own human, looking furtive and nervous. The pieces clicked into place in the feline detective's mind. This was no ordinary burglary. It was an elaborate scheme concocted by the neighbor and the cat's own human. Unable to contain itself any longer, Litten let out a loud meow, startling both conspirators. Leaping from its hiding spot, Litten fixed them with an accusatory glare. The human's face paled, while Fluffy's tail puffed up in alarm. I can explain, the human stammered, reaching for the locket. But the Litten was quicker, swiping it away with a deft paw. As the truth unraveled, it became clear that the human had been in financial trouble and had resorted to selling family heirlooms to make ends meet. Fluffy, enticed by the promise of endless treats, had been recruited to help stage the thefts to avoid suspicion. Litten's disappointment was palpable. Trust had been broken and the sanctity of their home violated. Yet, as Litten observed the remorse in its human's eyes and the trembling form of Fluffy, a flicker of compassion stirred within its furry breast. In that moment, Litten faced a choice: to turn its back on those who had betrayed its trust, or to offer a chance at redemption. With a soft purr, Litten nudged the locket towards its human, a clear sign of forgiveness. Tears welled up in the human's eyes as they scooped up Litten, murmuring apologies and promises to make things right. Even Fluffy, sensing the shift in the atmosphere, cautiously approached, her tail lowered in submission. As the first rays of dawn filtered through the windows, the cat knew that while trust would take time to rebuild, the bonds of love and companionship were stronger than any momentary lapse in judgment. With a contented sigh, Litten curled up in its favorite spot, knowing that sometimes the greatest mystery of all is the capacity for forgiveness in the face of betrayal.